He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve that shit. No,
What
people
the fuck is a
way...
trending gamer anyway? Like, what the fuck is
it's
that?
a bullshit category to begin with, but he shouldn't be in that shit. There are people in 2-3 million subscribers, and his 150 million or 150,000 subscriber ass was in there. Okay, I was like, come on.
He's definitely some kind of fan of Jeff, or Jeff Keighley and him must be friends.
Okay, that's some bootlicking shit. There are six esports themed awards.
Jesus,
that is a lot actually.
That is way I agree. That's too.
It should just be best esports game. Period. That's it. Move on.
Well, no, because that's just best fighting game.
They don't even have best esports game.
Yeah, they just have best fighting game. That's literally what.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, it doesn't have to be a fighting game because there's League of Legends is probably the biggest.
League of Overwatch,
Rocket League's.
Yeah, they're sitting here going best esports event, and I'm like, what?
Our LCS baby, that better be nominated. So before we get into that,
everybody knows we're live and shit, right?
Yeah. Before we get into that really deep, let's just let's just welcome back Clocked It.
Oh, we're live, aren't we? Motherfucker. You should be used to this shit by now. Come on. I wasn't even paying. I'm looking at the esports thing, so I'm not looking at the damn Google chat like, oh, we're fucking live. You're stepping on Clocked It's introduction.
Yeah, so welcome back to Clocked It. I know his fan base was missing him. So what's up, man?
What's happening, guys? It's good to be back, man. I actually don't feel like I've been away. You know, I feel like I've kind of just slid back in here, you know. But I tell you what, oh man, T, what's wrong with you, man?
You slid back in, huh?
Yeah, but I was actually I came back for you, man. You know, I came back for you because I've been listening to the podcast, while I've been away, and I've been feeling your pain and suffering, having to listen to the games that Rob and Juice haven't played.
Right? Thank you.
I felt your agony, man. So that's why I come back. It's the only reason I come back. But I was gonna say fuck it, man.
That's emotional support right there.
But now, it's good to be back, guys. Like I said, I've been off for far too long, but started getting content back on my channel, and it was my mission to get back on here. So
you missed 8 episodes, and
that many, huh?
You said you watched most of them, if not all of them. So. Real quick, any one or two topics you can think of that you really wish you could have been a part of, or even just debating with Retro Death or somebody about something.
I tell you what. To be fair, I've been loving the who's played what game, and I have really I've been itching to get into that. So hopefully we do it tonight. Are we doing it tonight?
Well, maybe. Time will tell.
Which means yes. If it was no, he would just say no. So.
But no, I've been itching to play that. So that's my main thirst there. So
And
welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. And I guess I got a confession. Before we get any topics, I do have a confession.
Oh no!
After that Pokemon Detective Pikachu trailer, I was caught up in a little Pokemon hype.
Really?
So I was planning on getting Let's Go Pikachu. No lie, I was gonna go to Best Buy on Friday, and I was like, all right, let me watch some reviews. Seem to be tweets been positive. Let me watch some reviews. And I already told Clocked It this, but
I think I know what this is.
First strike, which was pretty much, it could be patched, but at this point, once I found out, I was immediately turned off. Nice one. I was just instantly turned off, and that is docked mode, single Joy-Con only, no other play options.
Yep, I knew that was gonna.
I remember you mentioning it.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Couple different reviews, like they prefer playing it in portable mode because it uses gyro for the aiming, and you hit A to throw the Pokeball. They said it works great. It works way better, way more accurate than swinging the Wii remote, or in the Wii remote, the Joy-Con. And I don't know if you have to hold the Joy-Con sideways or if you can hold it like.
No, you're holding it up. You're holding it vertically.
But still, I'm like, all right, I'm out. And then strike 2. First, it sounded like they fixed something. They got rid of random battles, so a lot of annoyance is removed from the game. I know, heard people in the I read a lot of comments. People like, oh, that was so annoying, you know. But they do one good thing, and then let's just remove battling Pokemon altogether. So all you do is fucking catch Pokemon when you see them. Like I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's the issue with wild battles.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So the only battling is the actual gym leader stuff.
No, you fight trainers.
Or trainers, I meant. Sorry, I don't know the lingo. Fight other trainers. I'm like, so they got rid of random battles, but then they took away the battling of the random battles. So it's like, what's the point? It's like
the point is to catch them. That's literally it.
Sounds.
It's like playing an RPG without fighting normal monsters.
Yeah, it's like, especially when the catching part is like having to swing the Joy-Con, and it sounds like it's not very accurate when the character moves left to right. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, so they lost a potential sale right with those two bad choices. So, and both those actually could be patched, could be fixed later on, but
they're not going to choose the wild battles.
It's a fucking one-button game. What do you want? Like an 18-button controller to play it with?
I just think
the gyro aiming from the portable mode in the dock mode, that to me that would have been I would have no issues.
It'd be just like holding a Wiimote. I don't see too much of an issue with it, but
I'll give you the other one. You're complaining about the battles, but
I mean, they took out when they took out the wild Pokemon battles. The idea is that it's like Go in the sense that you just catch them all. It's one of the few games I think most people will complete the Pokédex on, which is cool. But I like the Battle Wild Pokemon still. Damn it!
You think about random battles, though. In every other RPG, Pokemon got one of the most unique ways to do this, and I actually think it actually adds to the game because you have to go through the grass, right? You have to go through the grass, and it's those moments where your heart starts skipping a bit because you either want to try and get through the grass or you actually do want to catch something. And you don't do that I can't, at the top of my head right now, I can't think of any other RPGs with random battles where you have to go into specific little areas on a map like that. So I don't mind doing Pokemon at all.
Yeah, but see, I think, to be fair, I think Game Freak has been needing to change the formula a bit, and I understand. But I think having the option, okay, cool, they show up in the overworld and you have to run up to them to interact with them. That's perfectly fine. But the battling, I feel like, should be a choice. It shouldn't be like, no, all I got to do is throw a ball at it. Because to me, it takes away one of the coolest things about Pokemon, that it's the only RPG that when you're fighting a monster, you can't beat it. Because if you kill it, you can't catch it. Like, I like that cool dynamic traits.
So in the original game, if you battled it and beat it, did that mean you caught it or not?
No. You lost your chance.
You killed it. Okay.
That was the reason why.
So that give you an actual choice. Like, do I want to fight this for XP or do I want to try to catch it? That's a pretty good choice, it seems like. So.
Yeah. See, now what they've done.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
I was just gonna say this game is what we knew it was. I
didn't know that.
Are there new revelations?
To me, that's a revelation because I had.
I didn't know you didn't know that. I thought that was pretty. I
wasn't following the game whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Well,
that was like one of its biggest features. We took out wild battles.
I thought they wanted to implement. I saw that they had the catching feature. I didn't know that was in the only thing you did when you encountered a Pokemon. I didn't know that they changed that.
It's the only thing.
So I was like, that doesn't look fun.
Once that shit said, "Let's go, Pikachu," I was like, this is gonna be a casualized Pokemon game.
And they can casualize it, but still have.
That's what it is.
It's a casual experience.
Yeah.
But
everyone will beat the game and everyone will complete the Pokédex, so I have a higher completion rate. But they won't play it for that long because there's nothing really else to do other than, I think, the Master Trainer stuff that they showed off a little while ago. Like
this game is literally, all right, all you Pokemon Go fans, can you buy a Switch, please?
Would you go ahead?
No, I was going to say what you're going to say, but go ahead and say it.
Well, and apparently that's worked because we got the news post from the UK. Actually, apparently, I was reading into it while you guys were talking. They had shortages of the copies of the game. I didn't even realize that.
See,
at least European copies. I don't know about
US. I saw some kind of survey where it was like basically people who love Pokemon Go and what was the ratio of them buying a Switch, and it was pretty high. buying a Switch for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
I don't see what giving the option to battle, and that be the only difference from what the current game is, like how that makes it any more like hardcore than, I mean, the casuals could still just catch it every time. They don't have to battle. Like,
well, I mean, you also got to think about it this way. Just to go into gyms, you have to have a Pokemon that is the right type.
Yeah, it stops you from going in if you can't win.
Yeah, like this game is literally for
I can understand that making it easier. I just don't understand how much more casual it is when just taking away the battling of Pokemon.
Because some people can't stand the whole I gotta walk in the grass and I gotta stop for the animation to start to loop me into the battle, and then it's a bunch.
I mean, it still does that. You still have to run over the Pokemon, and then it goes to
some people find, but I think some people don't necessarily like that give and take.
Some people don't like that, yeah.
Yeah, like I want to catch a Kangaskhan, but I have to struggle not to kill it, and then throw 6 balls at it and hope to God it stays in the ball.
Yeah,
versus here, it's like I just throw the ball like maybe once or twice and I'm good.
Yeah, it does look.
Hang on to next year.
Yeah,
that game's coming.
They almost have.
Yeah, that game's coming. If you want that game, it's coming.
I also heard there are some frame rate drops in certain areas. That's the only other thing I've heard.
Perhaps it could have been a funky mode, just.
I don't know how there could be frame rate drop. That game is not doing anything.
Go watch. I think people said in Viridian Forest, which is pretty early in the game, mind you. It's like the reason why is because a bunch of models of Pokemon are wandering around a lot at once, and it causes the frame rate to drop. Apparently,
that's just optimization.
That's bad optimization.
I forget that was going to be an issue anyway.
This game free probably first HD game.
Oh no, it is. It is 100% the first HD game.
In the chat, bad latency.
And it looks like shit.
Savage.
Whoa.
No. I'm kidding.
I mean, I like the art style, but I'm not.
You guys
go ahead.
Can I say it?
No. Absolutely not. Interrupt this motherfucker. I don't want him to talk. I'm just playing.
There's some it's not his fault entirely. I think there's some delay or something going
on. Bad latency saying, and I'm guessing he has a game. You can play with Joy-Cons in the grip. I don't know why 2 reviewers, or actually 3 now, specifically said you have to play a single Joy-Con. I don't know.
I thought, wow, that's interesting because I bought the game, but
I don't know how to stop you.
But unfortunately, I had no Joy-Cons because I may have drinking a little bit too much, and I don't know where they went. So
hey, before you go any further, at moving, I actually lost. I couldn't find my Joy-Con or my Pro Controller. Completely lost it. You go in to the vibrating thing.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
I fucking found it that way. I was
blown
I did,
away. But I think I lost it like in an Uber. Like
what? But I will say, somewhere. That is a cool feature. It actually did work.
That is very cool.
I did find both of my. Cool. I was missing one Joy-Con and my Pro Controller, and I found them with the vibration things. So cool.
Hashtag useful features.
Yeah.
So you don't transport your Switch with the Joy-Cons attached in a case. You just have them out so they can.
I have extra Joy-Cons.
I'm talking to Robert.
Well, no, but all I was gonna do is bring the Joy-Cons to a friend's house. You know what I'm saying?
He was drinking, man.
And so I brought it, and then because I wasn't fully aware.
That part. I just didn't understand why you had the Joy-Con separate from.
Yeah, but I was saying
because I don't. Why am I going to take a whole fucking Switch with me when he has?
You're like it's so much. Oh,
what?
Wait a minute.
I didn't know.
You can play Mario Party in the tablet mode. You do it.
What?
That's all I needed to know was he was just taking his Joy-Cons.
That's that's all I was doing. Just taking the
Your friend had a Switch, and you were just
And so I was just gonna play some Mario Kart there, and then drinking happened, and then all of a sudden, I woke up, and I don't know how I got home, but I found out I had no Joy-Cons. I was like, shit.
With rear pain.
Been there before, man.
Yeah, they're
no, not there. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I ain't been there, bro.
Not that like.
And then after that, I was like, all right, well, I gotta get some new Joy-Cons. So I got the red and blue ones actually, not the gray ones anymore. So I'm now a red and blue boy.
So which one do you get? Did you get the left blue, right red, or the left red?
Left red, right blue. Yeah.
Side note, there's an update for the Switch out right now, guys.
Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if Robert did the Find My Joy-Cons and then his rectum started tingling?
Whoa!
Wow!
What in the hell,
dude? That would be pretty surprising. Like, how the hell?
I didn't even feel that shit.
What a crazy night that shit was. Jesus.
You wonder why?
I feel like Juice might be a little lit tonight.
And it's inside a condom too. What the fuck?
With that question, even
share the joy.
Somebody whose wife or somebody who's a nurse.
What?
And you'll hear stories.
Well,
guys coming into the hospital for having things get stuck is, I guess, one of the more common.
It's pretty common, I've heard.
So I know some
fucking race cars and all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
We're fucking stupid, man.
Oh, pets! Oh my god,
yeah, that one
hurts so much. What the fuck?
Doesn't make sense at all. But
what the hell happened?
So anyway,
this devolved so quickly.
So I'll have my Pokemon Let's Go impressions next week, yo, because I played about 20 minutes because I finally got them.
Did you get your Pikachu or your Eevee?
What?
Did you get your Pikachu or your Eevee?
Easy Pikachu. Fuck a Eevee, man.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Get Eevee, man. Be different.
Eevee's just a brown little rat thing.
Whoa. Hold on. Don't be hating
Watch
Eevee.
The shit.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
I'll help you out, Robert.
Send your hate mail to Robert at
gmail.com.
I want
20minutegaming.com.
I need some fur on my Pikachu. They need to patch that in.
Patch what in?
I want some fur texture.
There is fur texture. Well, some.
And really.
You can give Eevee and Pikachu different hairstyles, so technically they have fur texture.
I want
Pikachu just such he's such a way better character than Eevee. I mean, is that even I don't know. I feel like it's obvious. Pikachu's way better.
You don't play Pokemon. You don't get the chance.
What does that even mean? Like, if you just look at them both, you're like, come on, Pikachu's way better.
What kind of shit is that? Oh, if I looked at Pikachu and I looked at Eevee,
he's way more friendlier, you know?
What the fuck? How can you tell? They're both smiling.
No, because Pikachu is just a way better looking character, yo. Come on.
Just move on, please.
He's even got his own movie, yo. Does Eevee got his own movie?
Whose man is this? Whose man is it?
No, Detective Eevee. Fuck out of here.
So done, whatever.
So,
I don't even have the fucking game.
Bro, how's the game?
I don't have the game.
Oh, wow. That must be killing
you. Say what?
That must be killing you.
They ain't killing me shit.
It
is.
The
fuck you mean?
Don't be lying.
Don't be lying about what? Bruh, Sunset Overdrive came out Friday. I'm good. I am good.
Well, that game came out multiple years ago. Fuck out of here.
About a week before you're like, oh.
Black Friday. Do you have the Pokeball, though?
Oh, hell no. I'm good. That's how they get you. I'm not. It's like, oh, I got the Pokemon. I might as well get the game. I ain't playing that shit. I got caught that way last time. I fucking bought that Pokewalker for a Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I'm sitting there walking down streets and shit trying to feed Pokemon. People looking at me like I'm ridiculous. I ain't doing that again.
Come on, Terrell. You got to pick up.
Listen, I am a grown ass man. I ain't doing no peer pressure. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not peer pressure. I'm just telling you how it is.
You mean the guy who's only played 20 minutes?
Yeah, but you're the man that of the Pokemon, so you gotta buy it.
He's the Pokemon.
I'm a Pokemon. You even know it's mine. Pokemon.
Get the Eevee version or some shit, and then just play it.
If Terrell gets
Robert, are you drunk?
Terrell's gonna buy both versions and the Pokeball. Let's just be real here.
No, listen. If I do that, it's gonna be a game I plan to play for a while.
I have seen multiple tweets, just like I said when they announced this. Like, why are they still doing two full versions, especially $60 or two versions when it's a $60 game? And I see multiple people sharing their photos of both. They bought both games at the same fucking time.
Yeah, because you can there's Pokemon exclusive to each version.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but is that really worth $60? Oh, geez.
Yeah, but see, some people can trade and some people don't want to do that shit. So some people want both the games.
That's why they do the two games. They don't care about you people trading. They just want the people to buy both versions. one person.
Also, you got to remember, we've been ingrained to do this literally since the series started. So,
but they were $30, $40.
We don't care anymore. That's the short version.
So, but I
have no shame.
People would just flat out buy both versions just because it's, whatever.
Because why not?
Yeah. So let's continue where we were starting when the podcast started. Let's go over some of these Game Award nominees. I've seen Celeste made Game of the Year nominee, and I heard about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 snub. That's literally all I know.
Do you wanna get the snubbing thing out of the way?
Let's just go through the categories, and we'll tell you if say the category, and we'll decide if it's interesting enough to care to hear the nominee.
Okay, the first one is Game of the Year.
Well, of course you gotta hear that.
Yeah, I can guess.
Huh?
I'm gonna guess God of War.
I want you to guess. Go.
God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead 2. I saw Celeste because they tweeted.
There's two more.
There's two more.
There's two more.
One
of them came out earlier this year.
And you go hunting.
The other one you wouldn't think is on here.
Lots of monsters.
Hunting. Monster Hunter?
Yeah, but there's one more. There's one more. Yeah, Monster Hunter World's on here.
One more.
And it's from it's a yearly series.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I mean, that one has been getting pretty good reviews, but still. So that's the Game of the Year list. Any thoughts from anybody? I got Monster Hunter World surprises me. That seems like
I'm a little surprised by that one.
That seems like a reach.
Well, that's what happens when you casualize Monster Hunter.
That is true.
Everybody loves it.
That is true. That is exactly what happened because Monster Hunter was good for a while. And most people will still say buying Double Cross on the Switch is a better sell.
Yeah, fuck Capcom.
I rinsed Monster Hunter Tri and Monster Hunter 4 on the stuff. I barely touch World because it's just not the same. I don't care when.
Also, I don't know why you put Celeste in here when I know that's more of a pity thing. Like
that's bullshit.
They're not gonna give that over Red Dead.
For me, from everything I've heard, though. I mean, it's
I'm not saying it's a bad game.
Then I would say good on you, but we know that game ain't
masterpiece, like level design, like just all like reviews just raving.
So best indie game. Get the fuck out of here with this.
Yeah, this is more for the notoriety than anything.
Yeah,
I like the fact on there. I don't like that.
I'm glad they're getting the looks that they're getting. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's about. Attention. Yeah, as long as they deserve the attention, it's fine. So I guess do we need to have the conversation of which one we think is gonna win?
I don't think. I mean, God of War.
I think Red Dead. It's gonna be Red Dead guaranteed. I think
Red Dead or God of War. I think it's gonna be Red Dead because
you don't think Spider-Man has a chance in that?
Nah.
Really?
No chance.
I think Spider-Man has as much chance as Celeste has. Sorry.
I think out of all of them, I would actually prefer
not because it's a bad game.
No, I'm just saying.
I think Celeste has a better chance.
I just think that is a hype pick.
So you think
the game was so hyped up. I think
it's more likely it's gonna be Red Dead. Then.
Not that it's a bad game. Again, I just don't feel like from what I've seen. I haven't played the game, obviously.
Okay, well let's do
this. God of War got more praise for the actual game than just what Red Dead did with the open world.
Yeah.
Red Dead's about all the details of the realism and all that stuff.
Well, let's do this.
God of War, I've heard about. It's the game.
Are we in pretty much agreement that Red Dead's probably going to run away with this then?
I think it's guaranteed.
I think God of War is going to win.
I don't know. I think God of War might win it.
Really?
I think God of War will walk it. I really do.
Yeah. I think Red Dead is going to.
I think they're going to get a Red Dead.
We'll find out.
I feel like they won't give the Red Dead because. Red Dead obviously just came out. Well, not just came out, but I feel like it's
the
because
Game Awards goes under logic.
No. I think it's because what was I going to say? Red Dead is an astronomical sales game. I just think they threw it in there because of that. Like if Red Dead didn't sell well, I don't even know if it would be in contention.
Yeah,
but I think because it sold crazy well for one, and obviously there was hype behind it, but it also sold really well. I think that's actually against it. I think that's actually going to hurt it.
All right. Okay. So what's the next category?
Best ongoing game. This first one, do you want to take a guess at the juice of which games are on here?
I actually, now that you say it, I did see somebody saying, all I know is Splatoon 2 didn't make it.
Nope.
Someone tweeted when Jeff Keighley asked what people thought. There was a shit ton of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 mentions. Like, I'm talking like hundreds.
Oh, yeah, we were fucking good, bro. We'll get to it. We're going to get to it.
So I did see Splatoon 2 did not get nominated for that.
It's 5 games.
I would guess like ongoing games that Rainbow Siege, probably Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
PUBG?
No.
What? I don't know. I don't know what other ongoing games are.
Okay, here we go. No Man's Sky.
Oh my God.
Overwatch. And here's the best one. No, here's the best one, Juice. Destiny 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Destiny who?
We weren't even talking about that game. I didn't know people still played it, but
it didn't sell well.
No Man's Sky, just because it got an actual patch to make it the game promised. Like this category they created last year for Overwatch because it was Overwatch is popular. They wanted to give it an award, so
they're probably gonna give it to Fortnite then.
Oh yeah, this should already win last year. What the fuck?
Overwatch won last year.
I guess because they're still putting shit out for Overwatch.
Right, so what?
You know what game should be on here?
Still putting shit out for what you call it too. Warframe. Nobody gives a shit.
Well, that's true. What game you talking about, Glock? That should be on here?
I said GTA 5 should.
Oh yeah.
Why? That actually is a little surprising now. Think about it.
Yeah, GTA 5 still getting new shit too.
Yeah, GTA 5 should just win every year.
They included all the games like this, it should be on there.
Also, Minecraft is again.
Fortnite gets new shit every couple months.
I don't think we're being fair.
Let's try to get through these a little quicker because
all right. Best game direction.
I mean, that's probably the game of the year type game. So
there's 2 games on here that aren't on the game of the year list.
Go ahead.
It's Spider-Man, Red Dead, God of War, Detroit Become Human, and A Way Out.
Oh, Detroit.
I think that could be a Detroit or A Way Out could kind of steal that.
Yeah,
kind of like a pity one because they're not going to get anything else.
God of War is going to win a lot. I could see it. Like that whole one camera thing. Maybe
I went Detroit.
I don't know. Even though that to me adds absolutely nothing to a game. Like it's just. You don't even notice it. Like it's not even. Oh my God, this is so cool.
Because it doesn't really matter.
But,
my money's on Red Dead or not Red Dead. I mean Detroit.
Okay. Best narrative. Detroit, God of War, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, Spider-Man, Red Dead.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna be Detroit gets this one.
It's December 13th, I think.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You got time, plenty of time.
December.
No. They got to go to school.
That's what's
I need somebody here who's gonna stay here and take him to school.
I'll mute your mic for you, T.
Not even talking to us.
It's so
I think he muted up, not his mic. So,
it's so funny.
What else? Next category.
Okay, next category. We are at Best Art Direction. Assassin's Creed, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption 2, and something called Return to the Obra Dinn.
Now they put a game that actually has a unique art style, so that Octopath being in there surprising.
To be fair, from the screenshot of the Return of Obra Dinn actually does have a unique art style as well.
I know Clocked it might. He's probably not gonna like this, but there are many areas in God of War where I'm like, man, that's some really great art direction. Like the main area, not so much, but there's some really cool looking and interesting looking areas they've created. So I could actually.
I think completely about that game's art direction. It certainly has some lovely areas.
Yeah, the main area though gets a little boring to look at, but yeah, there's definitely some pretty cool. A little more thought went into it than just we got to make this look real. Like Red Dead. That's not art direction. That's just
I don't think Red Dead should be here at all.
Just trying to capture real life. That's not.
I would have
rather you put Spider-Man here than fucking Red Dead.
I think Shadow of the Colossus remake should have been in there. That has amazing art direction.
When did that come out?
February or January.
Did it? Mm-hmm. Jesus, I forgot completely about that game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So what are guesses? Are we gonna guess God of War?
I would say God of War.
I think they gotta handle something. So Octopath, a Switch game, is gonna get something. So
remember, Octopath Traveler is also in another category. It's in like 2 other categories.
Okay. I could see the one, probably that one you said that no one heard of, if that looks really cool, or Octopath. That's my mind.
Okay, now let's move on then. Best score / music presented by Spotify. Celeste, God of War, Spider-Man, Ni no Kuni 2, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I mean, God of War's. I mean, there's a couple.
Yeah, you played it. Like, what are your opinions on that OST?
The what?
The soundtrack.
There's a couple moments where the orchestra kicks in, but for the most part, it's the sound design of the effects and sound effects way overtakes the music. So I hardly even could tell you where there's music in that game. But
has anyone heard Celeste's music?
Nah,
it's like
Spider-Man's was good.
Isn't Celeste more of a 16-bit style, retro style?
Yeah, from the gameplay, yeah.
Yeah, the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 definitely. They must.
That one. That's the other thing people were mad about. It wasn't
like they say last year. I remember because we talked about this. The cutoff was like November 28th, 2017, for the nominees. So that means the 2018 nominees should be November 29th, 2017 until November 28th, 2019. But apparently that must not be the case anymore.
And I was going to get into this real quick. This was the other thing people, Xenoblade 2 fans were mad. They were like, if it's not in Best RPG of 2018, it should definitely be for Best Soundtrack. And they didn't even give it that.
I just think they either forgot about the game or didn't show up on their list.
From what people are assuming, it's not that they forgot. More so, they just didn't think it was worth the mention.
I don't think so, because Xenoblade Chronicles X got one for 2016.
I can't see you forgetting about this game, especially considering it just had an update in fucking September for DLC.
It wasn't forgotten about. Get out of here.
I knew it. I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe it was forgotten.
Remember when Witcher 3's DLC won for Best RPG?
Which was stupid as shit. But I mean, I honestly don't. That's my personal opinion as far as that's concerned. But yeah, I'll get into it more when we hit Best RPG. But yeah, this was the other part. People were mad that, you didn't even put it in there for Best Soundtrack. That's ridiculous. I guess if we had the guest soundtracks,
I have no idea actually.
I probably would either go. See, I don't know anything. I haven't heard Ni no Kuni soundtrack, so I don't know.
Well, I played the first game, and I mean the soundtrack to the first game is, I mean they're beautiful looking and sounding games. And the story's great, but ignoring like the battle system, the music in the games are absolutely gorgeous. It's what you want to hear in like a JRPG and stuff, or whatever. It's.
Then I would take a guess and say it's either going to be Celeste, Ni no Kuni, or Octopath. Because if they gave it, I don't think God of War deserves it. Maybe Spider-Man, maybe Red Dead. But
I didn't know Spider-Man had a soundtrack other than
the main theme was.
I was going off of Robert's opinion because Robert said it was good.
I like the Spider-Man because every time I would boot it up, I liked the main theme. It was pretty good.
I don't think it's any of the Game Award contenders except for maybe Celeste. That's the only thing with that. So let's just move on.
I was just going to say, I always base a good soundtrack off if you can actually sing it back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sure. And if you can't sing it back,
that's part of the reason why people are mad at the Xenoblade fans are angry.
That is forgettable. I sure you could all do the title theme to Octopath, if you wanted to right now. But I guarantee it's like with God of War, can't remember nothing. Spider-Man, I haven't played it, so maybe. And Red Dead, I can't fucking imagine it. I really
I can't imagine it either. Which is weird because this is dumb because the next damn category is Best Audio Design. Presented by Dolby Digital. Huh?
That to me is God of War is the best sounding game I've ever heard in my life.
Well, they got Call of Duty.
Jesus, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got Call of Duty Black Ops 4. They got Forza Horizon 4. They got God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead. So Juice's money is on God of War, right?
I got my 5.1 subwoofer there. It's impactful. I mean, it's clean. It's I wish like Marvel movies had this kind of sound quality. It's on another level.
So if I had to take a guess, they probably gonna give it to Red Dead. If I had to be real though,
yeah, to be honest, I think it'd be Red Dead.
So I haven't heard it to know, but
I haven't heard it either. But if I had to take a guess, I probably would guess Red Dead.
If you want to impress somebody with your sound system in a video game, like to me, from what I've played, I haven't played Red Dead or Spider-Man. I was like, holy shit! Like this. Usually, video games like the sound is usually the most compressed part where it doesn't get to shine like I think it should. But there's a few Switch games that have good sound. But I was like, holy shit! Like this is the best my sound system's ever sounded. Like that's how impressive it was for me. So.
Damn, yeah.
Okay, the next one I think honestly we could skip, but I'll go ahead and mention it. It's best performance.
Is that acting?
Yeah, so it's like the main character of Detroit Become Human, the dude who voices Kratos, a girl who voices a girl in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Red Dead Redemption 2, and then Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Is those voice actors?
I'd probably say that might go to the Detroit guys.
That would be my guess, personally.
Didn't they give
that or Arthur Morgan for?
They gave it to that indie game last year. That one with the girl that was playing a crazy or not crazy.
Oh yeah, she was playing Crazy Girl. It was
yeah.
Was it Hellblade?
Yeah, I thought she was pretty attractive too. So. But yeah, I have no comment. All I can say, what were the nominations again? I was messaging T something.
Spider-Man, Red Dead, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Detroit Become Human.
Who's for God of War?
The guy who plays Kratos, Christopher Judge.
My God, that's the worst part of the game. Like that's the worst acting in the game by far. Is great.
Wow, you savage. I'm just gonna lean towards. I want Spider-Man to win it personally, but if I had to be realistic, I'd probably give it to Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, I would give it to Spider-Man because I don't know. Arthur Morgan's kind of has an annoying voice to me in Red Dead.
Yeah, I would.
He got that super fucking typical cowboy shit. And
it's like, any of them voiced by Joel? What's his name? The guy that did Joel in The Last of Us, and he's very popular. Does it say the people's names? The guy?
Yeah. Yuri Lowenthal, Spider-Man. Roger Clark, Red Dead Redemption. I don't know how to pronounce this. Melissa Mahut. Last name is Mahut. Is the girl for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Christopher Judge is Kratos, and Brian Descartes as Connor in Detroit Become Human.
Christopher Judge, that's the dude from Stargate SG-1.
Yeah.
Good black guy here.
God, is he bad as Kratos in multiple scenes? He's good.
To be fair, it's his first time playing Kratos.
Yeah, and he's just kind of that dry, like doesn't have a lot of range character, but there are some good lines with him. But for the most part, I'm like, man, this Kratos is not a very good actor. I didn't know it was him. I do like him though, from my SG-1 days. I've seen every episode of that 10 seasons. But anyway,
you want to move on?
Go ahead.
Games for Impact. 11. For a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message. The only
off air, we better award that one off, like behind the scenes.
So don't worry about it.
You can read the nominations.
11-11 Memories Retold, Celeste, Florence, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, The Missing,
so dumb.
The Missing, J.J. McField and the Island of Memories.
Isn't that weird that they're doing Life is Strange, but only the first episode?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, what's the next category?
Best easy to be Celeste, game. I would think.
Best independent game. Celeste.
Yeah, how could Celeste not win? It's nominated for Best Game.
Dead Cells, Into the Breach, Return of Obra Dinn, which was the one that was also mentioned for art style a while back, and The Messenger.
To me, again, Celeste. You would think it'd be Celeste because it's in Game of the Year.
They might give it to Dead Cells.
That's dumb. If it's not Celeste, why is it not?
That is true.
It's got to be Celeste.
Which kind of makes this whole thing pointless to have it in there, but whatever. Best mobile game, which is Donut Country, Florence, Fortnite, PUBG Mobile, Reigns, Game of Thrones.
Okay, now.
I think they're gonna give it to Florence.
Fortnite. I mean, that's so obvious.
Yeah, it's gotta be Fortnite.
Right. Next category.
Best
Fortnite
VR/AR game. What, T?
So Fortnite, oh, they riot.
Exactly.
Wait. Sorry. I just looking at this category for the first time. I can see Tetris Effect in here. No, I played a demo of Tetris.
Damn it! I was about to get.
It's gonna have best audio design. It should be in fucking audio design as well.
That's what I heard.
Chill out. Anyway, it's best VR/AR game. Let me go through the list. Tetris Effect is on there. Astrobot Rescue Mission.
That's your winner.
Beat Saber, Firewall 0 Hour, and something called Moss with a mouse in it. I would honestly say Beat Saber is going to win it because I keep seeing people play that game.
I think it's going to be Tetris Effect.
It's going to be Astrobot. Anybody want to put money on it? I guarantee.
Really?
You.
Why?
I'm telling you.
Why?
That game makes me want to get VR.
Is it? I need to go look up footage for that.
Yeah, I saw it at E3.
I've only seen footage. The one I keep seeing people play the most is Beat Saber, which looks actually legitimately cool. But
I've heard nothing but great things about it.
I'm just gonna put my
I'm saying Tetris Effect.
I'm gonna just say Beat Saber personally.
Can I double down on a
double down? Oh, you double down on
KFC double down?
It actually wouldn't surprise me if Tetris Effect won because it's fucking Tetris.
I've never heard of any of these games, so I'm not gonna vote.
I didn't know what Beat Saber was. I mean, I didn't know what it was called, but I've seen footage of it.
All I know is the PlayStation VR is $200. That's all I know.
Okay, well,
wasn't it 400?
All right, stop. Okay, best action game, and this is kind of a weird category because of what's in here.
Action game.
So we start off with Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Oh my god.
Then we go to Dead Cells. Then we go to Destiny. Then we go to Destiny 2 Forsaken.
That's not even.
Then we go to Far Cry 5, and then we end off with Mega Man 11.
Destiny 2 Forsaken is not a new game. That's just a DLC.
Why?
It's an expansion pack. Why is that a thing?
Such a weird.
Did I hear Far Cry?
Yeah, Far Cry 5.
I could see because it looks like the new Far Cry is all about just gunfights and crazy shit. So, but it's not your typical.
I actually do think
game.
it'll be. I think it's gonna be Far Cry 5. Actually,
I don't know why the fuck you put Mega Man 11 in here. It just seems like a weird combination.
I'm surprised God of War and Spider-Man and
yeah. Why is it? What is God of War and Spider-Man?
It's not. God of War has combat, but it's a very slow moving game for the most part.
What would be the?
I
genre?
put it as an adventure game, honestly.
Nah, well, it's
really.
It's an action.
God of War's core thing.
It's an action adventure, but you do less fighting than you do.
They do have best action adventure game.
Do they have a separate category?
Yeah, they do. It's actually
because literally, I'd say half my game time is just navigating the world.
So, are we saying Far Cry 5 for?
Yeah, I'm saying Far Cry 5.
That seems like a weird choice, though, to me, because that game barely.
They're all weird choices for action game because they didn't have a real action game to pick.
If I had to be real, personally, I want to say Mega Man 11 just for the hell of it.
Dead Cells.
I'm going to say Mega Man 11 because I'm sure Eurogamer called it platforming evolved or some crazy shit like that. So yeah, I'm going to go for Mega Man.
Wouldn't that be Ratchet & Clank?
I'm going to say Dead Cells is going to win.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Best action adventure game. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I know it.
That's a tougher. I will say the weakest part about Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the only, in my opinion, is the combat. You know, it's
what are you gonna do,
serviceable, but it's such a it's in the backseat of the design of the game. It's so minimal.
I think this is the only thing Tomb Raider is even nominated in.
That's sad.
It's not a lot of action. That game's all more about exploration, finding things.
So what do you want to do?
So more like the original Tomb Raider.
Yeah, if you saw that last live stream I did where I was trying to figure out that they're challenge tombs, they're not necessarily all like puzzles. I've kind of described them like shrines. Like some have you figuring out stuff, some you just have to get through it. And so I wouldn't put that in it. I'd put that just as more of just a straight adventure. I don't think there's a whole lot of. There are some moments, but overall, just like God of War. God of War is more action.
Rise?
I think so. I think there's less of the like scripted battles and all that stuff. It's more go off, do the thing, whatever you want to do type stuff.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that he pushed Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Breath of the Wild in the same sentence. It's just blown me away.
Whoa!
Did I?
It just blew me away.
I think what I said was you don't have the freedom of Breath of the Wild, but I said it's more than like an Uncharted. That's how I remember using that in the same sentence.
If I had to take a guess, I would probably say Red Dead. Personally,
I think anything Red Dead's in is gonna win.
No, you can't say that because it's in a bunch of shit. All right,
from what I've seen,
I know, and I think it's gonna sweep it.
The action part of it.
Action part.
People seem to be complaining. I mean, the people that are critical are critical.
You also got to remember the adventure part. I think that's the only reason why Tomb Raider is here.
Yeah,
because there is no adventure category. There's just.
I think of the two games I've played out of there, I think God of War has the better mixture of action and adventure. So.
Wow. Well, I'm surprised. I didn't think you would say that. I'm probably
Kratos is still Kratos though. So yeah. Hard pass.
I'm just gonna stick. I think Red Dead's gonna run away with it. Anyone else want to give their opinions, or can we move on?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Best RPG. Dragon Quest 11.
No one played that. No one even.
That's your winner, though. It's gonna win.
I'm not against that one personally.
That didn't. I mean, I'm surprised because that had some pretty low sales from what I've seen. I'm surprised.
Really?
They even made
it in the West.
Maybe in the West.
Well, it came out. It didn't come out this year in Japan. It came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that one.
All right. Anyways, Dragon Quest 11, Monster Hunter World, Ni no Kuni 2. Octopath Traveler, Pillars of Eternity 2.
I'm saying
Monster Hunter. Again,
it has to be Monster Hunter because it's still one of in the game of the year.
That's bullshit because Monster Hunter doesn't deserve to win that fucking
RPG.
I would rather Dragon Quest 11 win. I would rather they give it to Dragon Quest 11.
But I think it'll be Monster Hunter because it just makes no sense. Why do you have?
You know what? No. Let me rephrase that. We know who wins. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you piece of shit.
Yeah, they're gonna give it to Octopath because they know they fucked up with Xenoblade.
I'd rather you give it to either. I'd rather it be a Square game. I'd rather it be.
I don't understand how you can let's say the best RPG goes to Dragon Quest 11, but then you have Monster Hunter Worlds as game of the year. It just doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. It shouldn't even be in that fucking category.
I think they've done that before, though.
I mean, we did that when we did like I think that happened when we did like a community game of the year for it was either Gamer at Large or Red Knight Active Gamer Life, and there was like games that won in one category, but then didn't. And after I looked at it, I was like, that didn't make any sense because if that was the best
win game of the year, how the hell you can't win best
RPG
or best action adventure?
So I think what they do is they're like, all right, this game got the nod. It's not the best game of the year, but it's in that next echelon. So let's actually give one of these other games the best RPG. I could see them doing that.
Yeah, that's what I would lean towards. Because to me, also because Monster Hunter World isn't a fucking. It's less of an RPG than
an RPG.
That's more of an action game, ain't it? Or
action adventure, right there.
How's that not an action adventure?
Yeah, that is weird.
It just makes no sense.
Level up, but it's not an RPG.
Yeah, it's like an action game with RPG elements.
Right.
Pillars of Eternity 2 will win this.
So it shouldn't even be in the fucking thing. It should be Xenoblade Chronicles 2 should be up in that bitch.
Oh, dude, I'm so mad about that.
It doesn't make any sense.
Jeff Keighley, I wonder if when he saw those tweets, if he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, because I want to be real for a second.
I mean,
listen, this isn't even because I want people to understand. This isn't even about whether you think the game is better than X or whatever. I don't care about all that shit. But if nothing else, I didn't expect it to win. But if nothing else, I think it deserved the same level of respect that X got in its respective award.
And I don't think it's better than X, but I think it should be in this damn category.
Exactly.
And how with Reggie being part of the committee, like how the fuck did it not?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's no way I believe it was forgotten. I think they intentionally.
No, it's not forgotten. There's no way it's got forgotten.
I don't believe
there's 420 replies to his asking what's right, what's wrong.
People were
415 of them are Xenoblade 2.
And then what's going to happen to Smash next year? because that come out.
Are you gonna? Yeah, you're gonna leave Smash off the list.
The same time frame as Xenoblade.
Almost exactly the same.
And of course, Retro Death Darksiders 3 is gonna get completely snubbed, even if
good.
Nobody cares about the
no one cares, but good. You think if God of War released December 1st?
I like this one.
I mean, that's it's hard to say for sure. It's a hypothetical, but if God of War would have released December 14th, 2017, do you think it would have been left off this list?
Hell no. That should be on the list anyway.
No. Hell no.
They'd have pushed back the show.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why Ni no Kuni 2 is here, considering from what I've heard from fans, it's not as good as the first one.
It's not even as good as the first one.
So what the fuck? Like, why even put it on here when you had a better game you could have put on here? That's besides the point.
I'm literally scrolling through, and almost every out of these 450, I'm guessing they're just in order of how they got posted or likes, or if you put a heart.
Popularity.
Xenoblade 2 is in almost every tweet.
Of course,
every reply.
Dude, I went down. It was 80% Xenoblade 2, at least from the ones I read.
Because it's a bunch of the game's over 1 million copies, and you're sitting there talking about, oh, we don't. What games did we miss? What games do you think that should be on the list?
Miss?
And it missed the cutoff by what? Not even a full week last year. It was like 5 days or something.
Yeah, it should have been like the first nominee for this year. It's bullshit. But I don't want to dwell on this too much.
It just makes no sense.
It makes me not want to watch the show. Just this alone.
Because it's fucking stupid. It's just so stupid.
It's so glaring and stupid.
Yeah, you guys, you don't understand my hatred for the Game Awards. You really don't.
The only cool thing about it is that more likely there's going to be a bunch of other announcements that people.
Yeah,
care
the announcements might be worth checking out.
So more likely, I would think Dragon Quest 11 is going to win this. If not, they might give it to Octopath. I don't think World is going to get it because World is already in the running for Game of the Year.
It's not going to get it. World isn't going to win anything.
World doesn't deserve it, in my opinion. Not saying it's a bad game. I just don't think it's like Game of the Year quality.
No, of course not.
All right, next up is Best Fighting Game, and I don't know why this is a category because I already know who's going to win. But I'll go ahead and say it anyway.
Fighters.
Smash. Oh wait.
Smash is done. People have played the final version. That didn't make the cutoff. They couldn't squeeze it in there.
I don't think it's fair to put it in there, and when the public hasn't even touched it.
I don't think this Game Awards is fair.
So the contenders are Blast Blue Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Fighters, Soul Calibur 6, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition.
That's dumb.
How dare you? How dare you put Street Fighter on that?
Just a re-release of the same game.
That's so stupid.
This is bullshit.
It's stupid.
What else?
That's it. That's it for fighters.
Capcom pandering in this year.
The only two games I would say is either Fighters or Soul Calibur. That's it.
And speaking of Soul Calibur, I think Soul Calibur's like down to $30 for Black Friday weekend or whatever.
And
I'll get. Oh no, I'll get.
To be fair, I've heard nothing but positive things about Soul Calibur 6.
I think
those to me, those are the only two games, and it's more likely going to be Fighters, only because Fighters has been out.
I'm surprised they didn't put the Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 30th anniversary on there.
Yeah, this is
Fighters because Fighters is on everything.
Why even put the arcade edition on here? And if it wins, I'm going to throw something.
If Street Fighter 5 wins, that's just, I don't know what to say. My hatred will double.
And I'll say Capcom at that point, you've cheated the system. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this one's kind of annoying.
You guys pay for that shit.
This was kind of annoying because it's called the best family game, but what it really is the best
Nintendo.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
The best Nintendo game.
Let me guess. I have no idea. So,
Mario Party.
Wait.
Star Allies. Mario Tennis.
Mario Tennis, yes.
Party.
Yes.
Was there any 3DS games this year?
Nope, there's no 3DS game on here.
There's gonna be some mobile game or something then to finish.
No and yes.
Insane Trilogy count?
No.
Okay.
1, 2 Switch?
No.
Labo?
Yes.
Labo. Yeah.
So that's Nintendo. Everyone a Nintendo game?
Everyone's on the Switch. It is Super Mario Party. It's Super Mario Party, Starlink, Overcooked 2,
Starlink,
family game, and not
Nintendo Labo, and Mario Tennis Aces.
Fuck that.
How's Starlink go on a family game? Like it's just
not a
family game. Get fucked. That's insane.
Nothing about it says family game.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand that's what it all.
Makes no sense.
The only reason is because it has a rated E, so they're like, "Oh, okay, it's family."
It's a family game, bitch.
Fuck it.
Does it matter if they change that to best Nintendo game? Would you?
Might as well.
Every game.
Would that make it better that Starlink's on there?
No. Every game on here is on the Switch, so it might as well be best Nintendo game.
So who's gonna win?
I'm probably with it's dumb.
It'd be Mario Party.
It'll be Mario Party.
I would think tennis. Well, I think Aces deserves it more.
The most.
I think Ace deserves it more. But they might give it the Labo just for the fuck of it.
Oh, that's true. Let me make the Labo.
I don't understand how that's a
that's not a fucking. Well, yeah, it is.
Game to me.
That's debatable. I don't know about we put it in family. I don't even think it should be on this list at all. It just seems like it's like Nintendo's competing with itself for one award.
Wait, what game are you talking about?
I was talking about Labo. I think.
Yeah, I'm talking about Labo.
Labo is definitely a family game. I think it is because
would you count it really?
I would.
Only people I know that bought it have families. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I think Labo is more of a family thing. I could understand that.
It's way more Starlink. Get the fuck.
Yeah, Starlink doesn't make sense for that.
More than likely, it's probably gonna be Super Mario Party.
I can see Mario Party being a family because you it's like a party setting, family setting. I get
I don't know. I feel like this whole thing is a wash because it's like, oh, what's the best Nintendo game?
It's a stupid fucking category game.
It's almost like a pandering. Oh, fuck you guys.
Mario Party makes sense. Labo makes sense.
I remember when Odyssey won last year.
Mario Tennis doesn't make sense. Fuck
Tennis to me is a sports game. It's not a fucking.
It's a sports game. It doesn't make sense.
Overcooked 2, which. I don't know.
Family game either.
That's not a family game. Get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, about to say
put Burger Time on the list while you're at it. Get the fuck out of here.
I disagree. The Overcooked series, Overcooked 1 and 2, are some of the best co-op games you'll find out today because they are.
We just call it best co-op game. It's not a fucking family game.
I played it with my family, and it's just carnage.
That should be the category: best co-op.
Co-op, and then best multiplayer, which has like online or something.
Right.
So I'm guessing there is a best multiplayer.
I guess. Let's move forward. Best strategy game.
Who cares?
Because Banner. all these named the nominees. Banner Saga.
Conquer Mobile.
No. Banner Saga 3, BattleTech, Frostpunk, Into the Breach, and Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Oh, there you win.
The only one I care about.
All of them.
Valkyria
Chronicles is the only one I care about, so that's the one I think.
Shouldn't Valkyria be an RPG?
It's more of a strategy.
It's more of a strategy game because of how it's like Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
Fire Emblem's more of a strategy game than an RPG, even though it has RPG elements. Anyways, best sports and racing game.
Oh, God, here we go.
Forza, for sure.
FIFA 19.
Okay. NBA
Forza
2K.
Horizon 4. Mario Tennis Aces.
Okay.
NBA 2K19 and Pro Evolution Soccer 2019.
Oh, sports games. How about it?
And they're all sports titles. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Except for Forza, I guess, because Forza is a driving game.
It's a racing game. That works.
I mean, it works. I'm not against it. So what would you think?
I would like it to be Mario Tennis just because
personally,
I don't want always a yearly fucking NBA or Pro or FIFA to win.
I agree.
Want tennis to win, but
Forza's gonna win.
I would rather be Forza.
I can roll with Forza or Mario Tennis. That's
I don't really want the other ones.
All right, what's next?
That's multiplayer game. Call of Duty, Destiny 2, Fortnite.
How's Destiny 2 still for best multiplayer?
That's bullshit. Because of the DLC, man.
It's Destiny 2 Forsaken, so it's the expansion pack is the best one.
It had an expansion.
It's Destiny 2 Forsaken. That's what it is.
Well, you know what else should be in there? Then? Oh, that's not multiplayer though. Never mind.
All right, hold on. We're not done yet. So
we're going to say
wait, guys. Let me get through the whole list first.
Yeah, let me finish.
Call of Duty, Destiny 2, Fortnite, Monster Hunter World, and Sea of Thieves.
Oh, God. Microsoft Word.
Oh, fuck.
How the fuck is Destiny 2? That came out last year. That was probably nominated last year.
Fortnite? Fortnite? Get out of here.
What about Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves.
How dare you?
No, I think it'll be Fortnite. I think it's gonna be Fortnite.
Call of Duty.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm gonna say Monster Hunter on that one.
My money's on if Fortnite's in the category, it's gonna win.
Man, that's bull.
Nah, I don't believe it.
You think it's gonna be Call of Duty and Monster Hunter?
I haven't heard many things about Call of Duty.
That is be Call of Duty's Blackout.
Well, I heard the reviews. People are raving about Blackout.
People love Blackout. Yeah, they love it.
Hey man, listen, it could be Sea of Thieves. All right?
I think it's gonna be Call of Duty with the Blackout.
What about
Sea of Thieves? I think it'll be either Call of Duty
Sea of Thieves.
I'm such a dumb.
You know what pissed me off the most about Sea of Thieves? That, you know, you can buy like extra little things for your boat, like the front end. I don't know what they're called. They have one with basically a bear with the kazooie symbol inside of the banjo. Because I was like, bitch, fuck you. This is what Banjo Kazooie has become, a fucking
a trinket.
Yeah, basically a ornament on your front of your fucking boat.
It's a bearskin rug. I personally will say Monster Hunter, and we'll just move the fuck off.
Yep.
Best student game.
What?
Who cares? Don't even read them.
Yeah, all right, let's move on.
Student game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Best debut indie game.
Don't care.
That's weird. So your best independent game, and then your best debut independent game.
Yeah, I don't even care about that. Just put that shit in indie.
And the only
bullshit.
The only game on here that is new that hasn't been in any other category is Yoku's Island Express.
That was cool, actually. The
only other one is The Messenger, Moss, Florence, and Donut Country.
Why don't just put that in just regular indie? It doesn't make any sense.
Two categories, like seriously.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, there's no point.
They're not going to air that one, the winner of that. But
yeah, they're going to talk about that shit. Oh, guess who just won this?
Best esports game: CS:GO, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch.
Fortnite.
Melee.
That's the one Fortnite wins.
I don't think it's that good of an esport from what I hear, though. I guess it's getting pretty popular, but it was League on there.
Say what?
You said Dota, though.
Yeah, Dota 2.
About League of
Legends. Yeah, League of Legends.
League of Legends, yeah.
And Overwatch.
I'm a little salty that Rocket League didn't, because that's
Rocket League.
That's the most exciting esport.
Well, to you.
I say melee.
Hey, listen, chill out. Actually, I am a little mad. I would be miffed, but that's besides the point.
That's next year. Nobody's going to give a shit at that time.
I don't fucking know, honestly.
I think Overwatch.
I'm going to say League of Legends for the fuck of it.
Overwatch won enough shit.
Okay, next one is Best Esports Player, which I don't think anyone gives a shit.
Nah, I don't think any of us know it.
Well,
Taco's going to win it. Oh, I don't think that.
Just read them off in case I've heard of somebody.
Dominique Sonic Fox McLean.
Skip this list, please.
Skip it.
Is that one person or three?
That's that's the full name. Sonic Fox is like
his, skip
persona. Skip the whole thing.
Moving on.
Okay. Best esports team. Move on.
Guys on there.
I don't know. Well,
they're all like League of Legends.
There's a Rocket League one on there that they read it, but there isn't. So
yeah, so just
you're biased as fucks.
Best esports coach.
What the fuck is
best what?
Coach?
Come on.
You got to tap that button quicker, tap it quicker, motherfucker. Pump that button.
That's some bullshit.
To me, this is them trying to legitimize coaching in esports. They did that on the Rocket League RLCS. This
it's important, dude.
Man, they can kiss my
butt. Go ahead. Next category for
best esports event.
Okay, what are those? I'd be curious.
E-League Major Boston 2018. Evo 2018.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure what the category.
League of Legends World Championship, Overwatch League Grand Finals, the International 2018.
Evo.
Yeah, I'll probably just say Evo just to move on. Fuck it.
Bored.
If Evo is in there, yeah, when we go back to the best esports games, why is a Smash Wii U in there? Why is a Street Fighter in there?
Hey, listen. Well, actually, no, because I thought you were going to say Marvel's Capcom.
Why isn't this show in January? Who knows?
All right. Best esports host.
No.
Best esports moment.
I'm curious. Just tell me, did Rocket League get mentioned? Because that had
best esports bowel movement.
No.
then fuck it.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah,
Best esports bowel movement.
All right, this is
content creator of the year.
They literally gave a shit.
A second. Best esports moment. So you don't even have to be a fan. As long as you've ever watched sports, when you have a series go best of 7, the 7th game, they tie it up with the time expiring to send it to overtime. You're telling me that that's not a moment like that? If that happened like in Super Bowl or like NHL or anything that has best of series, your game 7, you take it all the way to 7, then it gets tied with the timer running out. The game gets tied, and that doesn't make best. Then that just that tells me the esport league or whoever's nominated, they probably have some kind of
nominated hack this shit. Doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Anyway, go ahead. Next.
In the very last category, content creator of the year.
I don't care. All right.
Wait, but I say out of all those, it should be Pokemon.
I don't know who this is. I've seen.
Pretty damn attractive, yo.
I just saw. Yeah, I just recently saw her as of recent. I was like, who the fuck is this?
Female versus male.
And she's pretty attractive.
And she's like the only girl on here anyway.
All right. So good nominees.
No
award show. Let's just quickly talk about what we think.
Trash.
I'm so done.
Death Stranding. Are we going to see it again? I say yes.
I don't want to see it.
Because he loves Kojima.
Oh yeah, we'll see it. The game.
Oh yeah,
Kojima, in my opinion.
I think we got another week or two before though.
So Kojima's bottom. He's definitely gonna have that shit on.
We'll be able to make. I guess we can do that kind of stuff.
Not going to be at E3 now, is it?
No, Death Stranding won't be at E3. So
we're gonna. I don't know if we have time to talk about that.
Predictions like that, and then following week. So, right now, back by popular demand, we have. Has Terrell played it?
Oh, what?
Whoa!
Okay. I was not told, Mom. Mom almost stopped.
So,
my name's on lights.
Jack Gates, you want to play along? Because Shadow Fox ain't gonna make it.
Because he got a fox.
So, I think Jack played before.
Yeah, he did.
Unless somebody else wants to step up, first person to say yes. You're in. You just got to be Johnny on the spot with answering.
You'll see Jeff giving Kojima a reach around.
Jack in the car, so he can't play. So, all right, let's just go. This will be clocked its first time playing the game. It's not as easy when you got the pressure on you. So Terrell, since this is your first time answering, don't give any kind of hint.
Yes, sir.
You might be. A game in the next generation, you might, so don't spoil anything, or for next week or anything beyond. So,
all right.
So first, it's going to be Clocked It, Robert T, then me, and then
so there's just one rule I wanted to check because it seemed to change over time, and that's in we mentioned the consoles, right? We go from NES to SNES, but then when we say have you played it, it seems to then traverse generations just as long as it appeared on some other platform. So are we sticking with the same platform?
If you played it on Virtual Console or if Xbox Live Arcade got it, that counts.
Okay.
I keep the order of when the game was originally released, but that's not limited to that. All right, so Clocked It. You're first. Don't forget, you got to use two double downs, and you can use them all at once, apparently, because that's what Robert did. I'd prefer it if you used it 2 different times. So
every time I hear that shit, I think of KFC.
Quadruple down, wasn't it?
He did.
I did a quadruple down.
Yeah, because you gave him 2 double downs.
I picked games that I didn't know if Terrell played or not. There was ones I knew for sure what one way or the other. So for me, it was kind of hard making this list, but I didn't want to make it. Obviously, I didn't want to pick a game I knew one way or the other. So, there might be some. It might seem a little out there. It's just because I was trying to come up with a game I didn't know if he played one way or the other. So, Clocked It. The first game, as Terrell played, Super Mario Brothers 2. Go.
On the NES. Hell yeah. Yep.
You say yep. Robert, what do you think?
Wait, which one? 2 or the Lost Levels 2?
Doesn't matter.
I didn't say Lost Levels.
I know, but they're both 2 technically.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
America, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say no.
What do you think?
Oh fuck, this is tough.
And should we ask if Terrell have an NES Classic? Is that fair to ask?
Nope.
Because I don't know. If somebody knew?
Not fair to ask.
No clues.
I know he doesn't.
I'm gonna go with no.
That's where I'm leaning.
Oh, what? I knew you were saying yes.
Classic's confidence got me.
I was about to have played everybody.
Well, yeah. So Terrell, why don't you enlighten us? Have you played Super Mario Brothers 2?
Well, I did own an NES when I was younger.
So?
And I did play it.
Ooh.
Oh.
I had that.
You played it on NES.
Yeah.
Kudos.
I didn't beat it, though.
I didn't even know that NES, so.
But Bird was your first waifu, wasn't it?
All right, so I go first. The next game, which now I did this list, not sure if he ever had an NES, but the next game is Duck Hunt. So that's kind of an easy answer now. Okay, so thanks for spoiling that, but it's all right. We all know. So I'm going to say yes, you played Duck Hunt. T, what do you think?
Fuck. I'm going to say no.
All right, Robert.
I'm going to say no.
Clocked it.
I'm going to go yes again.
Because I'm pretty sure you couldn't buy an NES without Duck Hunt after like the first year, so that's why I said
yeah, it came.
Yeah, but I don't think he bought it first year. Like,
I almost wish you didn't tell us you had one, but so what's the answer? Did you play Duck Hunt?
Well, I got some good news and bad news. Good news is half of you are right, the other half are wrong.
Oh jeez.
I did not play Duck Hunt.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Because actually, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to.
You can't say anymore.
Yeah, I won't say anything else.
Next game, and I think I chose for each category. I think I picked this genre. Final Fantasy, the original. Clocked it. What do you think?
No.
All right, Robert.
I'm going to say no.
T.
No.
You
picking your answers based on me?
I got.
Are you prepared
to catch up? Final Fantasy.
Are you prepared? Do you know?
Maybe his first RPG was like Pokemon on the game. I don't know. I don't want to lose any ground, so I'm gonna say no.
You're all right. I have not played Final Fantasy.
Nice.
I should have doubled down. That was my most.
Yeah,
I should have quadrupled.
All right, so we're into the next gen. Same genre, same studio. Chrono Trigger. Clocked it. Has Terrell played it?
Double down, yes.
All right.
I'm gonna say yeah.
T.
I was gonna mix it. Chrono Trigger is SNES, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Damn it. I don't want to risk it, but god damn it. I guess I'm gonna be weak. I'm gonna say yes. Terrell.
Now, for those who know, Chrono Trigger was also re-released later on
the DS.
Yes,
on the DS, yeah.
And I own that.
Okay.
I did not play it.
What?
Wait, what?
Wow.
Shit.
He set us up and make us feel good.
I owned it, but I never got around to playing it.
All right, so Juice.
It's one of those ones on my list of I wanted to play it, but I didn't actually get the chance to play it.
You call yourself an RPG.
But I do own it. That's the irony.
At least you didn't lose any ground.
I didn't think about that.
Because he doubled down. Double down's counting.
Should have quadrupled.
I wonder how many people even remembered that there was a DS.
He doubled down on it. I have it. Yeah, I know.
Clocked it. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
No, I'm not.
Dude, you gotta stop risking shit.
This game.
You gotta stop taking risks in this world.
Again, I have no idea of Terrell's gaming history other than a few games. So this one might seem obvious, but and I have to go first. God damn it! I should have planned that out better. But Super Mario Kart, and I'm really, honestly, really on the fence with this one.
I actually am on the fence too. I don't know.
Oh shit! With the way things are going, I don't know. He didn't play Chrono Trigger. Super Mario Kart was a little more mainstream. God damn it! I'm gonna say yes. T, what do you think?
I'm also gonna say yes.
Robert?
I'm gonna say no.
Cause I ain't play that shit either.
I actually have, yo. Oh, I can't spoil shit.
Fuck. Oh shit, man.
That was like one of my most played Super NES games.
Yeah, it's just. I'm just thinking. Well, you had the NES. I mean, surely you must have played Super Mario Kart on the SNES. Everyone did. And the only thing is, I don't reckon he would have.
He's a little younger. You got to remember that.
Yeah, I know. And I don't reckon he would have downloaded it either because it'd be too old school now. So if he didn't play it on a SNES at all, I don't reckon he's played it later. And I'm gonna go with. Yes.
You're going yes?
Yeah.
All right. Terrell, don't play with us. Don't play with our hearts. Did you play it?
I would say Clocked It was in the right line of thinking because I wouldn't have re-downloaded it. And Robert, I'm sorry, but I did play it.
Oh, fuck shit.
Yeah.
I actually played it more than I thought I would.
I felt it was too popular of a game.
I don't even think, like, I played it and I don't think it's that good, yo.
It's all right. That's the way I think about it.
It's of its time. It didn't age well.
Yeah, it's just
not
okay.
At all.
That's my opinion of it. It's okay.
Probably because I have more time in it, but I can play that way easier than going back to like Mario Kart 64.
Oh my god.
Well, even Mario Kart 64, it's just they're both very outdated.
All right, so the next game, clock that goes first, same generation, not exclusive to Super NES though, is Mortal Kombat 2. What do you think, Clocked?
Oh man, this is a tough one. Mortal Kombat 2, probably the most played Mortal Kombat out of all of them, I reckon. And I'm gonna say no. Oh wait, there. Yeah, I'm gonna say. How old would he be? Shit. Would have mattered. Would his parents cared if he what if he played back then? Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna go no.
All right, Robert, what do you think?
I'm gonna say no because I don't even remember Terrell ever talking about Mortal Kombat in general. So I'm gonna say no.
E, what do you think?
I'm saying no as well for the exact same reason. I don't think Terrell is a Mortal Kombat fighter, but he plays fighters, but I don't think
he does play fighter.
I don't think I've never heard him talk about. And then specifically 2, like again, that's a game that to me, unless you've been there, you didn't go back to.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't age well, so I'm gonna say
download that shizzle anyway, or buy Mortal Kombat Trilogy or something. Oh no.
So what you thinking, Juice? What you thinking?
I'm thinking of doubling down on one way or the other.
Well,
make a decision.
Geez, that's a big risk.
It is.
You can see what happened to Clocked It.
I'm suffering.
Risk, big, high reward.
Prepare for the consequences.
I'm really torn though. Which would be dumb reason to make it double down. I'm gonna double down on no. Fuck, you better say no.
The heat is on.
Terrell.
I never owned it, but my friend owned it.
Oh shit!
But I never played it.
Oh shit!
Why you playing games, man? I'm hurt you. Hurt you, my seat.
You're fighting. You do like fighting games, but usually they got to have a more cartoony.
I can't. I
was gonna say more anime style fighters.
I have a hint, but I can't give it to you.
All right, so now we're in Clocked It and T's favorite generation.
I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. It's my most memorable, I would say.
But if you know Terrell, and I honestly don't know, but maybe somebody else does. So I put on the list Super Mario 64. Might seem obvious, and maybe it's dumb to put it on there, but honestly, I have no idea. So I wish again I put myself going first.
The funny thing is, Juice, you should know.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You might have said it.
I've actually already revealed this answer a while back.
All right, no more talking.
I don't remember.
Oh man, that caught me off guard. I wasn't ready.
And we're counting the DS version, I would think, because that's set in place.
I don't think so. Those are two different games.
Yeah, it's a different game.
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah, still counts though. Still counts.
It does still. How though? Like they're two different.
I mean, it's a port.
Yes, right.
It's a port.
Yeah, but it's
the main gist of the game is the same.
I think it's a bit too different to be just considered a straight up port.
Multiplayer, fucking mini games.
It's got mini games. It's got
the main point of the game is Mario 64. It's there. So,
but it's also got new levels and shit. I don't know. I feel like it's.
But then you got characters hidden in the castle.
You guys are arguing semantics here, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it's semantics that shouldn't matter. It should count. It's just fucking bullshit.
Well, what do you think? Are they the same game?
I don't think so, man.
I would say those are the same game.
Okay,
but they're literally not, yo.
Okay, it don't matter. Same game. Let's go.
Mario Kart 64 /DS.
I don't get that.
I'm gonna say fuck. He's too busy playing fucking Sonic, probably. God damn it! I'm gonna say no. No double down. T, what do you think?
Yeah, he didn't have to beat the motherfucker. I'm doubling down on yes. I don't see how you missed 64. There's too many ways to play it. There's Wii all kinds of shit. Wii U. I think he at least touched it even for 2 minutes. I think.
Robert, what do you think?
Yes. Doubling down, yes.
I'm gonna say yes because you included the DS bullshit. So I think, yeah.
All right, clocked it.
He must have. He just. I'm with T. It's just in too many places. It's too iconic. The Mario fan, Mario.
Yeah,
he's not a Mario guy.
Even out of curiosity.
He's not really a Mario fan. He likes Mario games, though.
Out of pure curiosity.
He's more a Mario hater.
He must have downloaded it. He must have. So I'm gonna say no.
Right, Terrell,
you gonna say what?
No.
I'm saying no.
Okay.
Right, you're saying no.
But all right.
Here's the thing. I did not buy or own Super Mario 64, but I did play it.
You did play it. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. Did you play it on the 64?
I'm not telling you how I played it, but I did play it.
Why not? That's kind of
none of your business,
into other games.
None of your business.
Why? It's kind of my business.
Wow.
Stupid. Of course he played it.
I'll put a note for you to tell us later.
Okay.
I'm making a asterisk there. All right. So I think we should do a score update through 6. All right. So I'm sitting at 4. Not too bad. T is 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice little lead. Robert with 4.
Shit.
Clocked it. That double down really hurt you. So you're sitting at 2. All right. So and clocked it goes first.
Fuck shit, motherfucker.
This one might seem pretty obvious. So Pokemon Stadium is the game.
Not obvious. Not obvious, I think.
Not obvious.
So has Terrell played Pokemon Stadium?
You would have only played this on the N64. That was expensive too back then as well. Come with the transfer pack and everything.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
Yeah. Ah, shit. He must have not. I'm gonna say. Oh my god, this is a tough one. I'm gonna say. Well, he's no.
No. All right. Robert, what do you think?
I'm gonna quadruple down yes.
Because he knows he's fucking.
I just feel like if Pokemon, it would shock me, yo.
I said in the beginning you have to put you can't quadruple.
But you said if you're gonna, you said you would prefer not, but I'm not doing your preference.
No. So double down.
Oh shit! All right, fine, double down. Yeah.
T, what do you think?
I'm gonna say yes because if he had any sort of access to an N64, there's no way he'd miss out on the first game that gave you 3D Pokemon to fight. He would have played it some way. It was pretty popular with the I don't know if that one had the pictures or not. Maybe that was Pokemon Snap. But it was all kinds of little tie-ins and stuff to get you to play that game. So I don't think he would have missed the first 3D rendition of Pokemon characters. He would have played it some kind of way.
After we get the answer, I'll ask my question.
I'll go there.
Fuck. See, I in my memory, Pokemon Snap was that first 3D game, so I didn't remember Pokemon Stadium, so that's why I kind of put it on here.
You remember the spin-off game, huh?
Oh shit. I mean, it's hard to say no. I'm gonna have to say yes. Terrell, Pokemon Stadium.
So here's the thing: there is a Pokemon game I did not play on the N64, but that is not it. I played Stadium 1.
All right. There's no way. I don't think we would have missed that.
I played the shit out of Stadium 1.
All right, cool.
Oh, shit.
I was about to double down on that. I should have.
But I swear, I don't know why you don't fuck with my Pokemon Ranch.
Just shut up.
All right. That game is the classic multiplayer phenomenon, GoldenEye 007. This is the original. This isn't the 2008.
Yeah, that's trash. That ain't got nothing to do with the real deal.
GoldenEye 007 with Pierce Brosnan. I know it's been modded and put on Steam and all that, but for the most part, I believe this is just the N64.
Only N64.
I'm gonna have to say yes, just because if he did. I don't even know if you had. Don't answer this, but I don't even know for sure you had an N64. But I'm gonna say you did play it at some point. T.
I'm gonna say no.
Robert.
Oh, and by the way, Pokemon Stadium came out before Snap. Just so you know.
I'm gonna say no.
Clocked it. Your luck's been pretty bad with your guessing, so you might want to go with your second thought.
It's just I find it just inconceivable if someone went for the N64 generation and not even touch GoldenEye. It's God.
You gotta remember Terrell's tastes.
I know. I can say no again. Come on, let's just get it out of the way. Do it.
All right, Terrell.
Juice, you're a smart man.
All right.
I have played it.
How much did you play it? I'm curious.
I played it. I probably would have said for about a good 10 hours, 10, 15 hours.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
You didn't play Did you play the multiplayer?
That's what I'm talking about, the multiplayer. That's all multiplayer hours.
Okay.
That's all multiplayer.
Goddamn.
Who'd you play with?
Hey, listen, you're friends. I'll just say that, friends.
Okay.
Again, there's two themes to every category, pretty much. Well, kind of. I don't think Pokemon Stadium's an RPG, is it?
Not really.
No.
It's literally, it's just straight battling.
Yeah, straight battles.
The next game, Clocked It, has Terrell played, and he might have said this. I have no recollection. Super Mario Sunshine, the best 3D Mario game ever made.
Whoa.
God damn.
According to 5 people.
According to Retro Dad. As Terrell played Super Mario Sunshine.
Yes.
You're saying
let's go straight in there. Yeah.
My answer is going to be Robert.
I'm going to say yeah.
T.
That GameCube era was something else. I'm going to say yeah.
Because Clocked It said yes, I'm almost going to double down on no.
Damn, that's cold.
But I'm just going to double down no. I mean, I just don't see that as a game Terrell would buy, and it's not something you go play at somebody else's house usually. I don't know. So I say no. Terrell, did you play Super Mario Sunshine?
Clocked it. Your luck is changing. Yeah, I have played it.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Fuck. Now he's getting older, man. He's got more cash now. You know, you can.
It's hard to have a GameCube or and not have played that game.
All right. The next one,
even if it does suck ass.
It's Peyton Kaitos, Eternal Wings, blah 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 blah.
Ooh.
What?
Oh wow.
Peyton Kaitos.
One of the best RPGs of all time, according to Retro Death.
That doesn't mean much though.
Yeah, that game.
Because it's Retro Death.
God damn it! That let this. If I didn't get Sunshine wrong, I would have been a little more risky with this one.
So what you gonna do?
I'm gonna have to say no.
Oh, okay.
T, what do you think?
That wasn't fair. That made that's some bullshit right there. I was feeling pretty confident to oh shit. Well, damn. Now I have to go after the head fake. I'm going to say yes because I think it's an RPG that'd be kind of up Terrell's alley. So, or ass, either one.
Oh my god,
Robert, what do you think?
God.
I don't even know if the game had waifus in it, so I honestly.
Fuck. I'm gonna say it's weird because like he's like the RPG shit, but I feel like this title's so niche. I don't know, I'm gonna say no.
What do you think, Clocked It? You're on a streak of one correct. Can you make it?
I know. I mean, I got Batten Kaitos. Now it's not many people played this game. It came out really late. Nobody played.
Well, there was two. There was one that came out in 2003 and one that came out later.
Is the kind of sequel.
Oh, so you didn't say? Oh, you said the Wings. That's
this
the first one.
The first one, 2003.
Yeah.
And I reckon. I mean, I'm going to mention another game here. Obviously, Terrell's not going to confirm if he played it or not, but I reckon he would have played Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube, and that was Namco. And Batten Kaitos was published by Namco, so I reckon he would have caught wind of it. And I reckon,
really
based on that, he would have seen it and logged it and played it, being happy. So I'm gonna say yes.
I thought you were setting us up for a no.
There's a lot of layers. I thought you were gonna say no.
Nope, he hasn't played it. Terrell,
the logic there.
I appreciate Claude because he was disturbingly close. But no, I have not played it. Although I've wanted to, but I have not played it.
All right.
But Clark, you were really close on.
Yeah, you made the point for why he didn't play it, and I was like, I'm just gonna say yes. What?
He was fairly close.
I figured Terrell had played Tales, so I didn't put that on the list. So, but the next one, to me, I think there's a chance Robert would know the answer to this, and that is Animal Crossing. So, Clocked It. Do you think Terrell's played the original?
Well, the original is on the N64.
Yeah, it was the original the N64.
The Animal
Crossing. No, the original in the US is the GameCube. Though.
Oh yeah, we know these things. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is like he's not from Japan.
I'm just clarifying. Yeah.
You don't know who I have. You know who I was.
What was the name of the original Animal Crossing?
It's Animal Forest.
Oh, well, very good. Very good.
To be fair, you don't know who I was. To be fair, Robert, you don't know who I was friends with. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you got friends. You gotta forget. You gotta remember. You gotta forget. You gotta remember that people have friends and shit too.
All right.
I talk to people.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was the Japanese like N64 and shit.
Yeah.
You had some cool ass friends then.
I didn't think they finished the N64 version and just held it to GameCube. That's all.
No, the GameCube version is the N64 one. It's just redone.
So, Clocked It, has Terrell played it?
Do I say my double down or what for the Wii generation? I probably should. I'm just going to say yes. This one.
All right. What do you think, Robert?
I I don't even remember Terrell talking much about Animal Crossing, to be honest. But I'm gonna say GameCube, young Terrell was into some animals. And I think he's gonna say,
what in the
hell? Say yes.
The fuck is that?
That logic, actually. T, what do you think?
I'm about to swing for the fences because I don't give a shit. I'm a gamble. I'm a gambler. I'm gonna double down on no.
I was even thinking the same thing. Yeah, I have no idea if
take a shot. Come on, take a shot. Any shot.
And I kind of want to, get out there too and maybe take the lead. So should I do the opposite of T or the same? Fuck.
It's eating at him.
Do the opposite of me.
I'm gonna double down on. God damn it! I'm gonna say yes. I'm doubling down on yes. I don't feel good about it, but I gotta try to take something on T here. So, Terrell, have you played?
You should have followed T. I have not played Animal Crossing.
Oh shit!
Boom goes the dynamite.
Dude, what happened? Why not?
Robert, ironically enough, when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I see what he did there. And you were right in terms of the whole animal thing at that age. You guessed wrong.
My thinking was where I was at, Animal Crossing was mad popular. Like the GameCube one was super popular. And I was like, it's so popular, Terrell probably didn't play that shit. That's what I was like. That's how I took it.
That's pretty close to what actually happened.
He probably got annoyed by everybody talking about it and shit. Oh, I don't want to play that shit.
All right, so we're going to do a catch up on points here. Clock at 3.
Oh, fuck. Yo, what are you waiting for?
Robert at 8.
8, all right.
T at 10.
Wow.
And then I'm at 5, thanks to that fucking...
Dude, I'm in second place and not too far. T, I'm going to catch up to you.
That's good. If you do, I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna beat you.
Oh, you can win. That's fine.
All right. One thing about making these lists is when you're making them, you have no idea. But now that I know some of his answers, now this one seems a little silly.
That makes it even worse. It's just like, oh, now what do I say? Now what do I pick?
Super Mario Galaxy 2. And I'm gonna have to say yes. Looking at the history here of his answers. So, T, what do you think?
That's tough.
That's why I chose 2 over 1, because I think...
Yeah, you bastard. Well, that's why I'm going to say no, then. Because, obviously, 1 was super popular. It had Rosalina in it. Well, 2 did, too. Spoiler alert.
Obviously, he loves Rosalina.
But it was much different.
No, you're talking about Juice who loves Rosalina.
So I'm gonna go with no.
All right, Robert, what do you think?
How many more we got?
3.
After
this one, 3 with this one.
I feel like I think there's no chance you didn't play this game, so I'm gonna risk it and say double down yes.
Whoa.
Right.
He's a gambler.
If he hasn't played Galaxy 2, I'm walking out. So yeah.
Look, I would have came back to this game with those. I went by those rules because we got a man who ain't never played Super Punch Out, so and he run the show. So
I played Punch Out and then the Wii one.
I told you the shit's on sale for $1.50 right now on Wii U. Go get that shit.
So, Terrell, answer the question. Have you played Super Mario Galaxy 2?
I don't even need to answer it with a yes or no. I can just make this statement. T's on a roll.
God damn you.
What the fuck?
I knew it. I just felt it.
Wait, you really haven't? What the hell?
I don't even know it. I'm not going to go into it.
The fuck's going on? I got a headache.
Dude.
You want to know why? Because I'm a mad Mario dude. And I didn't play that game until probably a couple of years after it came out.
Wait, what? Wait,
yeah,
seriously?
I didn't play it right when it came out.
I was there, man.
What the hell? Really?
I wasn't there day one on Galaxy 2.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. What?
Was, it was had something to do with my life at the time. I was kind of busy, but I just that was my logic behind it.
I got it was either this game or Skyward Sword. No, I think it was this game. I was in Colorado. We went to their version of like there's a Best Buy type store, but it's a totally different name on the West Coast. And they had the game like a week early. It was for sale. So I wasn't going to get it till I got home. I was like, fuck it, I'm buying it here. And I actually got the game like almost a week before the official release date. So
that's awesome. What the heck?
But I didn't get to play it till I got home, till I got
that kind of just sucks.
Still, I owned it.
All right.
All right. Clocked it. Maybe you don't care to even try to guess anymore. Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World on the Wii.
Double down. Yeah, he got to. He's fucking got to. Oh, well, no, wait. That's a rare game now, isn't it? You can't buy that shit anymore, man. It goes expensive. But he would have fucking.
Jesus, I can't believe you play games.
After Tales, he would have snapped it up and hated that game because it's nowhere near as good. So I'm gonna say, yeah, double down. Yeah.
All right, Robert.
I'm just kind of stuck on the whole Galaxy thing, but I think yes for this. Probably. I mean,
whatever you guess is what I'm thinking is going to be the
Just going to be a follower, T.
Well, I didn't even hear the question.
Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. This is the first.
Ooh. Man, on the Wii, obviously. God damn. What did Robert say?
He said
yeah.
I said double down yes.
He doubled down on yes?
No.
Oh, I thought you doubled down on the last one.
Double down on yes.
Oh, okay.
You just get it wrong.
So I'm just gonna say yeah as well.
Wow.
The win, so there's nothing can stop that.
Oh, regardless. Dude, T, come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say yes as well.
I have a secret for you guys. I have not.
Oh,
and you know what makes it worse? I feel like Juice, if you had did what you usually do, which is be contrary to T, you would have been fine. You couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
You got scared.
You know what? I knew you did it. Oh, I felt like you did, or you hadn't played it. But I was like, I'm not going to take the chance. Why?
It's like I got that game as soon as I played Symphonia. I thought, yeah, Symphonia is off the fucking chain. It's not the new world, and I just stopped it.
Both of them I thought were pretty good.
I will not reveal. Some people already know, but for those who don't, I don't want to go into the tail stuff because it'll ruin future games.
All right.
What was said about Galaxy 2 after I left? Somebody was saying they didn't play it right away too, or was it just me?
I think it was just you.
When did it come out? In 2009?
You said he got it early.
2010. It was May. It was like May 23rd, 2010.
He got it early.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was in the middle of graduating college. I was,
Yeah, actually, I have the reasoning for why
my son was a couple months old at the time. I just missed it.
There was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, my son was just born like a couple months before that. So
also the fact that it came out in 2010 also
yeah
gives a good idea of why I didn't play it. But
all right, so
why though?
And I'm gonna throw a little random addition in here.
Go ahead.
Everybody has, because T's already won this. Everybody has to do their answer is a quadruple down. So
what the fuck?
What kind of shit is that?
Just making shit up. So Donkey Kong, Kong Country Returns is the final game.
God damn.
Legit, you had to quadruple down.
Is it? Am I able to win?
Maybe. Depends on you get to go after T. So if you think if you guess the opposite, so
my God, T.
A part of me thinks that I know the answer, but then I could be thinking something else. So he hasn't played any of the games on the Wii yet. The two games.
He was too busy with Sonic and the Secret Rings for this whole generation.
No quadruple.
How dare you?
Quadrupling down on no. T, what do you think?
Quadrupling down on yes. 7 million people played that game. Or bought it at least.
Robert?
Well, I have to quadruple down on no. so I can win.
Clocked it. You could be in the negatives if you get this.
I never take it for granted again that you just assume everyone has played the mainline 3D Mario games. You think after 64, you got to at least try it. And I've just been proven wrong today.
He's broken. He's like me the last
broken man
episode.
Donkey Kong Country returns on the Wii. If you haven't touched Mario Galaxy 2, I reckon you would have played Kirby and Donkey Kong. I don't reckon he fucking touched it. I'm going to quadruple down on. Oh fuck! I gotta have to.
Kirby. What would you miss Kirby on? I don't remember that one.
Donkey Kong. It doesn't seem like a. No, I'm gonna.
Game.
I'm gonna quadruple down on no, and if I'm wrong, fuck this podcast. Fuck you.
I picked it because it didn't seem like a.
You better make me win. I don't win. I'm blaming my whole life.
Listen.
Honestly, I don't even remember if he played Tropical Freeze. So
actually, here we go. Listen, I played and beat Tropical Freeze. I streamed myself playing and beating Tropical Freeze, but I did not play the first game.
Oh shit! Does that mean I win?
Wow, that was
no.
Yeah, one, but
I got two was like no.
It was for fun.
You would have if that counted.
Yeah,
so.
if we did a let's try to find a way to make T lose game.
Yeah.
Wait,
at the end of the game.
No,
what the fuck?
Let's just get the final scores without
no blue shells in this fucking game.
I finished with 6. T finished with 11. Robert finished with 7.
Wow.
And Clocked It finished with 2. Good job.
Oh, even with my quadruple down.
With your quadruple down, you would have been at 5.
And if it was quadruple down, I would have won.
I was right this time. I was right. I said he didn't play.
I know we
we're
weren't
not counting that.
This is
he wasn't counting it. He was fucking with it.
That was just for fun.
I didn't realize I wasn't having fun losing, so I didn't realize.
Oh.
He's just an unstoppable beast, except for the 1 week.
Why am I so good at this fucking stupid ass game?
I don't know.
I would like to think it's because I'm really good psychology wise. Like psychology is like one of my strongest areas, and I like to try to read people if I don't know.
You can lick my balls. That's what you can do. You know what
I'm good at reading people.
The game.
No, I'm not licking your balls.
Here was the tiebreaker from last week. I can't play, but I want everybody to guess, and don't look, Terrell. How many hours am I up to on Rocket League on Steam?
Steam?
The closest to, without going over, will win the second part of this. So I'm looking right now. I have
what do we win?
You win,
bragging rights.
Good feeling. So, we'll go in the order. We'll go in the how it ranked. So T, how many hours do you think I got in Rocket League on Steam?
See, last time I remember your Rocket League on Switch was like 320, 330, somewhere around there. And then you were asking about your Steam. I'm not going to say what it was. So I'm just going to say 420.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Robert, what do you think?
And how long have you had it?
Since E3 week, the Steam sale right around E3 time.
It's gonna be at. I think 420 is very high. I mean, I'd be shocked.
I did say without going over, so that's part of the strategy too.
Well, I'm gonna say 157.
That's very specific. 157 sauce.
Locked it. What do you think?
It's a tough one. You've had it for a good few months now, and I reckon on the Switch you probably got about 350, 320 hours or something.
Switch, it says 370. It's probably closer to 75.
Yeah, and I don't reckon you've gone over on Steam quite yet. So I'm going to go with 240 hours.
What do you think, Terrell?
Oh God! See, I had a number originally, and then T kind of reminded me, and I remember you saying you've already surpassed your Switch hours.
I did not say that.
Did you not say that?
No, you never said that.
I did not say that.
Or you said you were? I thought you said you were close at least.
No.
Okay. All right, fine.
I think the only thing I said was my goal was to have surpassed my Switch hours by a certain time frame, which I can't remember.
I had an original number, and then I had my new number. So I'm gonna go with my original number, which was 310.
Gee, that's a lot.
But one person didn't go over. Obviously, that was Robert with the lowest. Yeah, I just hit 200 even.
So I win?
That's pretty surprising, actually.
God,
that's what I'm talking about.
No, wait. What was Clocktick?
Clocktick 40. He was pretty close, but he wasn't as close. Robert was technically further, but I said without going over. So
nice.
Clocktick was numerically closer.
Look at your Twitter feed. And your
doesn't that mean technically I win the whole game?
I think you would be at 3,000 by now.
I keep saying I'm done with the Switch version, but they didn't do the cross-platform online lobby system. They delayed that till next year. So because Craze added me to his family, I feel like I feel obligated to play it with them on Switch.
You feel obligated.
I bet I put another.
That's why I don't want nobody to give me their shit.
I probably.
I don't want your family playing, and you're gonna make me feel like I gotta do some stuff.
He doesn't guilt.
I know that. I'm just saying.
Like, all right,
you feel like it on your own, not that.
I figured it was supposed to be out by now. I was like, all right, I'll be done with it, but I am not. And actually doing pretty good on the Switch version lately. It's crazy. I'm actually playing better on there than I was on PC. So, all right, final topic. This really, this is gonna be broader than just. Wow, we're that far into the pot. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was going to mention you. I forgot to mention a while ago. Did you not? And you may not. You may. Obviously not today. But the PlayStation E3 thing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. But I didn't realize we were this far into the podcast.
Yeah, you ain't got much to say about that anyway. So
well, broader discussion about the E3. But is there a smaller topic we could touch real quick, or anything else? Good enough.
Not really.
So, let's just get some quick thoughts. We can go to the Sony announced they're not going to be at E3 in any shape or form.
Early, huh?
So, two questions. One, are you surprised based on what Sony has to offer and what we've already seen? Two, what's going to happen to that showroom floor? Because they had the biggest space as Nintendo. So, it's kind of odd. And it's curious I don't know what the Sony fans are saying, if they're trying to justify this, even though they gave Nintendo shit.
They are trying to justify it. I'd say right now.
Clocked, what's your thoughts on Sony not even making any appearance at E3? What people claim Nintendo didn't stop doing.
Yeah, that's nonsense. So
they've gone farther than Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah, I'll quickly get straight into what I feel is the biggest factor for me, and that's the Sony Sony are a console manufacturer, right? They're not a publisher, they're not a developer. They're also a console manufacturer. So in my mind, they are in many ways obligated to attend the biggest game show on the planet in some capacity, right? If they don't want to do a press conference, fine, but they need to be on the show floor because at the end of the day, developers are putting games on their platforms. And when you remove your platform from a trade show, you remove exposure of their games. And also,
what the 80 million plus PS4 owners have nothing to look forward to at E3 now.
Yeah, no, I don't. I kind of, as long as they offer up something else for the players, that's fine. But in terms of E3, still at its core, in some respects, it's a trade show. So these guys go there to try to get their wares sold, and Sony have a platform that people put stuff on. So now, if you got like the new FIFA, now at E3. Yeah, it's probably only going to be in the Xbox and EA booth. It's not also going to be in the Sony booth. So you lose, there's less TVs to play on, right? And you lose more exposure for the game. So them abandoning this trade show completely is, I feel like is something that they shouldn't be doing.
And I think I saw either them or somebody paraphrasing talked about the not having a need for a bloated. I've seen that word used a few times. Bloated show. Well, they're the ones that bloated it last year with those huge those halls they decorated. Like they went way over.
Crazy money.
They're the ones that bloated it.
Yeah, you can abandon all that and just be present at the show to say, even I don't even accept excuse from them about their PSX where they said they don't really have any more meaningful stuff to show. It's not just about your first party, it's about your third party as well, to show what's coming to your platform, because they're the platform holder. So unless they do something absolutely crazy with their next show, yeah, then they shouldn't abandon E3 completely. I just don't think it's right for the platform holder to do that.
All right, Robert, what do you think? Because you've been to E3 2 years in a row. What do you think of Sony just not being there at all?
I think it's bizarre because, yeah, like a huge part of E3 is their booth. And so I don't know what the hell they're going to replace another giant Fortnite thing. But it's like, it's weird because it's like, to me, it just tells us that, yeah, PS4 is done. We don't really have anything else. And that's it. Like, that's it. Next year's going to be an empty wasteland for the PS4 in terms of its exclusives, probably. And everything we know about it, that's it. And probably next year, that means they're going to have their own event for the PS5, and that's it. Like, for some reason, they don't want to reveal the PS5 at E3. I don't know why. But I
do the PS5 after what E3 would have been or before.
I mean, I could totally seeing it being before. Maybe they do in like May, but it's like at that point you might as well just do it in E3 in June.
If they were showing PS5, they would be at E3. That's kind of how I feel. But
you think? I mean,
if they show the PS5 in 2019, it'll be later in the year. That's my feeling.
Yeah, maybe. It's just weird because I think they should still be there, even if it's not a lot. Because, you know, Nintendo's been there with not a lot of things before.
2015, they were at E3. What they have, Star Fox and Twilight Princess.
It took them a minute. Star Fox and
yeah,
you should have just said the one that was Breath of the Wild only.
I think they Xenoblade again. Well, Breath of the Wild only. That's kind of a that game was so. I mean, it obviously worked out.
But yeah, it did. In the end of the day,
I think 2015 was more of the hey, we really don't have nothing, but we're still there. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Mario Tennis, Ultra Smash, like
trash.
They didn't have. That might have been 2016 too.
I said that in my video when I was trying to think if any of the other, if Sony or Microsoft had that single behemoth of a game where they could just bring one game to E3 and literally have that as its entire coverage, and I struggled to think of what game that could be. You know, maybe it could have been God of War, maybe.
But that's not a game you can just like, here's a demo, play for 5 to 10 minutes, and you're going to be wowed. Like that for me, God of War got better as I figured out the controls and it wasn't like the wow factor of a Breath of the Wild. Look at what I can do in these 10, 15 minutes that people had so many different stories. You play a structured linear game like that, put it in that setting, and it's not gonna work. I don't think you'd have to have something really. If Death Stranding was truly some revolutionary like gameplay experience or something, not just this
weird, like a walking simulator right now. I'll tell you that much.
So I don't know. T-Rel, thoughts?
T-Rel?
You say T-Rel? T? Sorry. I guess I'll go first real quick. Yeah, I don't think it really means much in the grand scheme of things because I think, unfortunately, Sony, to me, is that company that literally could have barely anything coming out and still have like this stupid level of momentum.
It's or like on the Switch weekly.
Like I don't think it's skipping an E3 means anything because it's not. I think, and the main reason why is because they still have games coming out. Like, I think Days Gone is still next year, and I don't know about the other ones, but I know Last of Us will probably be towards the end of the year and stuff. Sony doesn't really need to put anything in E3 to make us.
Other than Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us, we've known they've existed, but the first time we saw them was last year.
Yeah.
What maybe they'll throw them off in some other form, but it's like what, 4 times. Days Gone, we've seen like 5, 6
Days
times.
Gone, my God.
That wasn't even that last year.
Apparently, it has a release date.
Oh my God.
Days Gone does?
Yeah, apparently. Someone
February, right? Isn't it February?
Yeah, it's in February.
You know what the titles or the name's going to be switched to after like the game comes out is going to be All That Money Gone, because they threw a lot of money into that game, and I don't think
we're lying. It comes out in April 26th.
I don't see that being the God of War Spider-Man success. I really don't.
Oh hell no.
I can't see either.
But it will. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Apparently it's April. It comes out April 26th. Sony still has games coming out. Sony has momentum. I don't think Sony would have to go out of its way to trip itself over to lose momentum. And I don't think E3 for 1 year is going to kill them, especially considering there's talks. Apparently they've mentioned something along the lines of we will find other avenues to get information to our fans or some shit. And I'm like,
I think
so. What Nintendo's doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Been doing for
I'll put it this way:
5, 6 years.
I don't think Microsoft can command that attention with like a inside Xbox, but PlayStation can.
Yeah,
PlayStation could just be like, we're dropping an event in like 2 hours, and it would get almost the same level of excitement as an Nintendo Direct.
And it won't be boring as pointless as shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna be great.
No, I'm saying it won't be boring and pointless as shit like the Xbox.
Yeah, like they can command the attention and get it almost in the same way Nintendo can. So like, they don't need. I almost with, and I make the same argument for Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't need E3 in the same way I think Sony doesn't need E3. They can just do it whenever they feel like it. So I don't think it really makes a difference. As long as they put out something and they're still putting out their games, I think they'll be fine. Because think about it. Early PS4, they didn't have shit for the most part. I mean, there were a couple games like Knack and Infamous and Bloodborne and stuff like that. But for the most part, they were kind of just coasting. And they were perfectly fine. They were selling gangbusters. Now, granted, I think part of that was due to the failings of Nintendo and Microsoft. But the whole point is they can carry themselves without really any games. They can just slide in with that third-party momentum. Because third parties will still be coming out. I mean, think about it. Kingdom Hearts.
And them damn ponies, too. Don't forget the ponies.
Think about it. Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out in January. Like, that's enough for at least 2 or 3 months. All right?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at it as though it could hurt the momentum of the PS4. I just think it's...
I just don't think it matters. Let's put it that way.
I think the future...
He's giving his thoughts.
And it tells what Sony's... Like I said, they've already... Days Gone, if that comes out, that's coming out before E3. Kingdom Hearts will be out before E3. How many more times? I think we'll see Death Stranding at the Game Awards. We don't need to see it until, like, at least fucking... Okay, the game's gonna be coming out this year. Maybe here's the new build, and you know we finally have some gameplay to show you something. Last of Us fans know what type the gameplay is going to be. We saw I think it's more they just don't have anything to show that hasn't already been shown.
I mean, yeah, that's the core of it. Yeah,
but that just means they don't need to spend millions of dollars on these huge halls and these screens that are freaking look like about 100 feet, like that awesome
presentations where it's like
you don't know what
Simon says.
Just fucking go to the show and have like Clockett said, have the third party games, have something set up. You don't need to do anything super elaborate. It's just, to me, it just shows that either they just really think there's nothing we can do to help our PS4 or hurt it, so why spend the money? And people have already seen these games, but who knows what they have planned for PS5, and maybe some of those games get switched to PS5 games. You know, that could be another reason. But it's weird. And like when people said Nintendo wasn't there yet, they had the biggest showroom floor in that first year, 2013 or whatever, even though people said they weren't going to be there. So I don't know. I've never been a huge Sony fan. I thought their press conferences aren't usually very good. They had a couple decent ones the last few years. So I don't miss that part of it. But for people that go there and the Sony fans, that basically just shit on their E3. So I think on some level they should have been there.
I mean, so Sony give up easy as well. I mean, they've literally just launched Spider-Man. When did Spider-Man come out? A month ago or something?
September.
Yeah, you know, and it's just like, you know, a few months later, it's like they forget about it now. But it's just like, come on, this is still a big game for your platform. You know, continue pushing it. It's got DLC going all the way up to December. I'm sure there's going to be more next year. Just continue pushing what you have on your platform. I don't understand why. I don't accept the excuse that they don't have any games to show. We know the games like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice from the Tenchu guys. Yeah, we'd love to see more of that. Yeah, we've only seen one clear.
If I may give my thoughts before we run out of time.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Clock that I think it's just bullshit. I don't care. You don't got nothing to show because you always got something to show. And Sony is the biggest publicity, popularity whores on the planet when it comes to video games, pretty much, or anything, but especially with video game. They're not missing an opportunity to promote their console. I don't give a shit about their momentum. They don't care. This is very strange. Now, for me, like it doesn't matter that they're not showing up because it's not going to hurt them, like everybody has said. But it's just very strange that they're missing E3, and then to announce it this early. Like, this is super early. Dude, talking about E3 of next year. Like, you know, it's 9 months away.
To be fair, the information was leaked. Just to be fair.
Okay. Well,
any chance you think their butt hurt from the negative reaction to last year's? They were so excited about?
Maybe, but to me, it's my thinking is. Like, PS5 is not coming out next year, guys. It'd be fucking stupid if they did that. But it's possible. I guess it's possible. But to me, they're not showing PS5 at E3, right? That's not going to happen. So you're not going to see PS5 earlier in the year before E3, because they would have just showed it at E3. Like, why? What's the point? So it's going to be at their own show. Or they're going to do their own thing like they did before, or they're going to show it at PSX. That would be a great thing to show at PSX. Because it makes sense for companies to bow out of showing their hardware at E3 because there's too much noise. You want the focus to be completely on what you're doing. So I understand why companies have kind of shied away from that. Nintendo obviously did with the Switch to great success. And even before that, Sony and Microsoft did their own thing before E3. To show up the PS4 and Xbox Ones. So to me, it signals the fact that they're not going to show PS5 at least until their own event later next year. And I still don't understand skipping E3. Obviously Nintendo doesn't do press conference. They don't have to do a press conference. That's fine. But to miss out on that booth space and the press, and to me it's strange because even if you do your own thing, it's not the same as E3 because you have everybody's there. You think
they think they're bigger than E3, or
maybe it could be, and that's the kind of Sony you don't want. You don't want arrogant Sony because we've had that before.
That you get a $600 console,
right? So that worries me a little bit, but it's just strange because I don't. Yeah. The game not having anything to show excuse doesn't make sense to me because you always have something.
For the PlayStation experience,
that would make more sense for that. Yeah, I get it for that.
Because that was kind of a lame show anyway.
Yeah, I get it for that, but it doesn't make sense for E3 because, again, like you guys were saying, there's third-party stuff, exclusive third-party stuff that is on your console that they want publicity for, and why not at E3? So it just doesn't make sense.
And I think I kind of hinted at asked you about it, but I really think whatever the main guy's name, I forget his name, with that whole we're going on a deep dive, and they had the little intermission last
right,
and he kept saying the deep dive, and people were just bashing the shit out of it.
Yeah,
some Sony fans were saying it. I thought once that intermission ended, it just felt like the previous years minus the orchestra. They just had the awkward.
I'm just not sure.
I really feel like they felt a little burned by
Sony fans. Well, they'll not unlike Nintendo fans, they will prop up something that isn't that great. But I'm just not sure that anybody can captivate their audience as well as Nintendo does doing their own thing. Like because I feel like other guys have tried it, but it's not been on the level of a Nintendo Direct or Nintendo's own little show. I don't think I haven't seen the equivalent of that from the other guys, because I'm not sure if they can tap into their fan base the way Nintendo can for those things, like Nintendo Directs. Like if Sony started holding a bunch of little Directs, I'm not sure Sony fans would care the way Nintendo fans care about Directs. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know if they can tap in.
The guy that I used to work with, he bought the PS4 as soon as they announced the price. He pre-ordered it. And then he pre-ordered God of War because he saw the ad.
Right. Yeah, you remember.
That was 2017.
I think it was.
No, maybe a whole year before it came out.
Yeah. It was 20.
Because Amazon listed it as
December
31st, 2017.
Yeah.
So he pre-ordered the game, and then when I explained to him what that meant and that it probably
thought it came out on that day.
Yeah. And then I talked to him. I was like, "Yeah, I got God of War." He's like, "Oh, yeah, I never picked it up," because he got mad because we got burnt by that. So that's the type of Sony fan. Most of them are out of that 80 million. Of the guys TV ad, they go pre-order a game thinking it's coming out.
They're not going to give a shit about Sony Directs, like the way Nintendo fans care about Nintendo Directs. So they said they're very excited to share their plans. But I don't think it's going to be as big as they think it's going to be. I could be wrong.
I agree with that because I think I said, what are they going to do? Can they copy Nintendo, and how far away can they go from that? I mean, within the realms of what else can you possibly do to show off video games? And there's really not much more you can do.
Yeah, they already have their own show, which they skipped, and then E3 is the biggest event for most gaming companies, so it's really strange to me.
All right, and we'll talk about it more. Obviously, we got plenty of time to talk about the impact of E3 and stuff.
Yeah.
But it could.
How does that leak 9 months ahead of time? I don't understand that shit either.
Said they leaked it to the press, so it was a press release. I don't know what's true. I didn't hear it was a leak, but let's just wrap this one up. We'll discuss this further. I believe Warframe's out on Switch. I've seen somebody in the UK has already downloaded it and posted screenshots. I think
it comes out tomorrow.
Well, UK or in Europe it is tomorrow. So yeah. So anyway, we'll try that free to play game. You don't need a Nintendo Switch Online account to play it. So
and onboard voice chat too. So
does it
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It has their own. They have their own. Direct from the Nintendo Switch console voice chat, like Fortnite.
All you got to do is buy one of those Bluetooth. Wait, that don't work with the headphone jack. That works with the USB type.
Unless you got like an adapter or something.
That only works with USB, so that doesn't. The voice.
No, there was some really cool what do you call it? Bluetooth thing out there I've seen recently.
I've seen the one for the USB Type C at the bottom of the Switch in portable mode, and the standard USB converter. It converts when it's docked, but I don't think there's any access to voice chat unless it's the 3.5 millimeter on the top. So anyway, I think we'll probably have some hands-on impressions of that next week, and anything further. I know it's late for Clocked It, so we'll just wrap this up and come back next week with more stuff to talk about. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Live chat. Haven't really checked it in a while. I see Ruby's finally here. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week.